Cool. Awesome. This is the new iteration of the hat interviews. My name is James Robertson, and I have here with me. I have, bleh, sorry, I have here with me Don Allen, who is currently in Poland and is the artistic director of ETTC. How you going?
James, I'm going very well, thank you, on this very hot, balmy morning in Poland. I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good, very good. I just want to start off by having you explain what is ETTC and what does your work involve?
Okay, yeah, I'll be very brief about it. ETTC is the English Touring Theatre Company based here in Poland. Our home is actually in a beautiful city called Krakow. I started the theatre company about 7 years ago, and its reason was there was no English theatre going on in Poland that I could
Mhm.
find and get involved with. So I thought, why not? As we all do, why not start my own theatre company? Which I did, and it's been going strength to strength. It's been quite nice, the journey so far. We've done many plays. We do classics. We do modern adaptations of classics. Although we've got a Shakespeare, which we stay, excuse me, or a Dickens, which we stay very truthful to that text. So that's us and modern stuff, all
Nice.
in.
And whenabouts did you form the group?
As I mentioned, yeah, we started about 7 years ago now.
So yeah.
We've been over 7 years.
Nice, nice. And from having a look at the had a quick look at the social medias, and it does, yeah, seem like like a quite a range of different texts as you said. And I just, yeah, how do you go about, I don't know, choosing what productions to do? Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to build up a nice repertoire of
Mm,
work, which obviously included, I wanted Shakespeare, and the way I view Shakespeare, particularly in this country, in a non-English speaking community country, is I'd like to see it as a stepping stone. So our work, our productions, they are modern day translations. We keep some of the original text in there, but
mm.
we make it a modern day so it's more accessible for a wider audience. Because even English people, they can't palate Shakespeare. They
Yeah.
find it a bit scary and daunting. I wanted to make it less scary and less daunting. So we do a modern adaptations, and hopefully, I'm hoping it will inspire people to think, "Wow, I like Shakespeare. Let me go and see the real stuff." That's the plan with that. Our other work, we have a lot of our own work that we've written, comedies and dramas, and that's us.
Cool. Uh, in terms of adaptation with Shakespeare, as is
Yeah.
such a big thing, um, what is your what is your I don't know, ethos towards adaptation, especially with Shakespeare? Like, do you um to you know to what how far do you like to go with adaptation? I think it's a good question.
Personally, I like to keep it as true to the text as possible. So I do. However, for me, adaptations, I don't mind writers and directors, very talented people who choose to insert their own material or go
Mm.
off on certain tangents. I don't mind that at all. It's their opinion, their view, and I'd be happy to see it and comment myself on it. I personally like to keep it as true to the text as possible.
Nice, nice. Um, and for you said as well, you have quite a few original works as well. Could
Yeah.
you, yeah, take me through what is involved in that repertoire?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. We had to have dramas and comedies that we've done ourselves, that we've
Mm,
had written ourselves. Comedy has been based, one of the comedies is based on a group of people, a woman and her daughter visiting Krakow for the first weekend,
Mm.
and all their adventures they get up to. So I try to make it local to the place we're in. Another, the drama we've done the most exciting, it's unfair to say that, but one of our most exciting dramas is called Tram 2311, and I'm very proud of that work. It was
Mm.
an idea I had a long time ago, and it's a cross between It's a Wonderful Life meets 12 Angry Men. That's how I like
Okay, yeah.
so basically, it's very simple. Six people, they die at the very same time from all over the world, and they wake up on a tram that is taking them to the next place.
Mm.
And there's this guy, like a guardian angel on the tram, who's been with them, secretly with them, all of their life. And that's it. And it's a revelation, them coming to terms with their death, and them coming to terms with what their new reality is. And it's beautiful. This has been very our most successful play by far. We've only ever entered one theatre festival with this play, and we
Mm.
got invited to Egypt, and I'm really
Oh,
pleased to
wow.
say one of my actors won the Best Actor award at that festival. So it's a lovely play. It's also been, we had a guy from Sweden, a musical theatre guy,
Mm.
Jonas. Hello, Jonas. And we became great friends. He saw the play and he asked me if he could take it and adapt it and add music to it
Oh.
back home in Sweden. I was like, wow, really? Knock yourself out, be my guest. He did that within a year and a half. We were over in Stockholm watching
Mm.
his premiere of Tram 2311 with music, and it was in Swedish as well. And it was wonderful to see. It was really wonderful.
Damn, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, like it being in Swedish, it's a bit hard to appreciate the differences. But how did you feel having a piece of your own taken, well, not only with a new language, but as you said, with music? How did that feel?
It was wonderful. It was a lovely feeling. Fortunately, it was a virtual line for line translation anyway. So I
Hmm.
know the play very well. I was able to follow it and share the emotions that the characters were going through on stage. And then the music element was just, he did a really wonderful job. He's a very
Yeah.
talented man. He had a very talented team around him. And it was great to see. It was an honor to see the work being performed this way. It was.
Nice. No, that's awesome. Yeah. Um, and oh, cool. So, I mean, I'd love to ask as well. In terms of oh, because you are a touring company, of course, as well. What
That's right.
are the many, I know, joys, pitfalls that go along with touring for you?
As you know, James, as everyone knows who's in theatre, it ain't easy, and we all have this. We all pour our heart out, don't we? It's not easy, and we have to find venues. My shows are particularly. I choose to have my shows for a smaller audience, so we're looking at
Mhm.
100, max for our audience, because I like the intimacy of theatre. I know that we are challenging Netflix to get them away from their screen and to come into a space. So I want to give them a piece of entertainment. I really want to give them a piece of escapism for that moment
Mm.
that they're with us. So I like keeping it very intimate. Another thing that I do is we perform, and then I have the actors and the cast and crew come back on stage for a Q&A session.
Oh,
Again,
cool. Nice.
just to try and get some more rapport with the audience, so they can then start seeing the journey that went on with the play.
Mm.
Uh, I find that it's positive. People love doing it. People love that interaction and finding out stories about what's going on and what really happened. And it's a
Yeah.
lovely touch. It's a lovely touch to share with the audience.
So did you say you do that almost every time afterwards?
We do that after every performance.
Every
Actually,
performance. Damn.
every performance. Yes, yes. But it's
Nice.
nice. It's a good touch. It links us with the audience. It enables us to bond just a little bit more, and hopefully they'll stay in touch with us a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Nice. Nice. Um and um
We
sorry.
also, I don't know if you, I mean, you know, theatre. So we also do. We do a lot of workshops as well. So we do acting workshops. So we have acting programs going on,
Mhm.
and that's great. We get to meet some wonderful people and engage with some, and hopefully start them on their journey for becoming an actor. My As everybody who knows me about this theatre, I always bang on about uh, my most beautiful and favorite actor that I had, a lovely girl called Magdalena, who I first met when she was, I think she was 15, but she may say she was 16. Doesn't matter. And she was so eager and enthused about doing the acting workshop, sending us beautiful emails. Can I do
Mm.
them? So it's obvious that she was a very positive person. She came, she did the workshops, and it was obvious to me that this girl is a little bit special.
Yeah.
And at the time, we were doing Much Ado About Nothing, and I was thinking about changing the role of hero. And so I asked her if she'd be interested. She obviously bit my hand off. She was
Yeah.
so interested. And from that moment up until when she went to drama school 3 years ago, she's been a constant performer in the company, and she is brilliant, and she absolutely was brilliant during it. So thankfully for our acting workshops, I happen to find some gold nuggets every now
Yeah.
and then and get them involved, which is great. I'm very happy about that.
That's awesome. It must be very rewarding as well, not to just have like, oh, I'm just teaching you. I'm just, here to teach you as well, but to like foster those kinds of relationships further.
Absolutely. And and many people are excited about doing it and energized, but the people who are genuinely passionate about it, Magdalena,
Yeah.
it is great being around those people. It really is.
Nice. Yeah. With the workshops as well. Take me through how you function them, how you run.
Yeah, we do there's a taster. It's funnily enough, James, it's
Mhm.
called a taste of acting. So yes, there's a woohoo, getting wild
Crazy.
here. Yeah, and that is an hour and a half, and it just gives people a really big overview of what it means and what it takes to be a stage actor, theatre actor. And it's great fun. They cover everything from positioning on stage to exercises, voice exercises, to doing a little bit of acting and movement, acting and walking at the same time. That
Mhm.
really throws people because I love acting. And it's funny at the beginning, because my background has been purely acting all the way, and I've been very
Mm.
fortunate to work with just wonderful people. And so at the beginning, when I first started the working at the acting workshops, I used to say, "Oh, acting is great. Acting is so easy, and I'm going to show you what's going on." And then, in the very few sessions, I suddenly realized, you know what? It's not easy
No.
at all, unless you have that, the passion, the will, the determination. And it opens people's eyes, and they become more appreciative of it. And
Mm.
some of them continue. So we have further workshops which develop people further, and a lot of them do continue and do those workshops too.
Nice, nice. You mentioned as well, when you're just sign off, how did you, what was your journey into acting from the beginning?
I um, I got to the final, not even year, the final few months of school, and I had no idea what I was going to do. I wanted to be a truck driver.
Mm.
At that time, I was trying to get a sort of an apprenticeship. I was thinking about getting an apprenticeship, and there was a scheme starting regarding video and all that kind of stuff. And a teacher suggested I speak to the people running the scheme because she knew the scheme. I don't know why. I don't know if there was anything. I don't think there was any acting that I displayed in school at all. I end up going, meeting them, and it was a 1-year course. And the gentleman told me that I did a very freaky audition, which I wasn't used to doing.
Mm.
But he told me, I was only 17, and he told me that this course was closing down. They were not continuing, but he knew the boss of the drama school,
Mm.
and he suggested I do that. And so that was it. Fortunately, because of that little quirk, I ended up going to drama school and having the 3 best years of my life. I'm sure there's more, people would debate that, but for me, it was a wonderful time, a wonderful experience. I learned so much, and the friends that I gathered from there, I'm still in contact with them. It was wonderful. It was just utopia.
Yes.
And then I went straight into, I was fortunate, I got work straight away. And I was working with theatre companies mostly. So I did that for a few years. And then I started doing number 1 tours, which is the main theatres, I'm sure you know, number 1 tours. And then I started doing some TV. And that was my acting journey, how it began and progressed.
Nice. And looking into the future, what is in store in the near future for you and your company?
Yeah, I want to develop Tram 2311 actually. I've got some ideas for that, and we're going to be doing a Christmas Carol again. It will be my 3rd edition of Christmas Carol here. The first time I did it, the cast members numbered about 35, between 35 and 40. It was huge. The second time I did it, we had 12 cast members, and this time we're going to do it, I'm going to have 4 cast members. So I am so excited about that. I really am.
That's all. I mean, that's awesome to like kind of just decrease every time and like set those parameters.
And it gets easier to work. The fewer people, the easier the job.
Then you could do then just a 1-person show.
Well, originally it was a 1-man. It is a 1-man show. So who knows? Maybe we'll get there one day.
Yeah.
So that's our plans. That's what we're looking forward to doing, to achieving, and long may it continue. That's what I say.
Nice, awesome. We can continue on, or as you want to keep it short.
I'm very happy with. I mean, thank you. The questions you've asked have been magical, and it's been great. The only other thing I'll pip in there, and you can delete. James, if you wish. We did a competition as well during the pandemic. Obviously, people like you and I were twiddling our thumbs, thinking, what are we going to do? And I didn't want people to forget about the theatre company. So I created a competition called Slam, Monologue Slam. And it was based in Poland. And I got some beautiful people together to be judges. And we sent out monologues. People would record themselves and send them in. And we did the 2nd edition this year, and it was really good. It really moved on. And unfortunately, we had some of our Ukraine friends and neighbors involved this time. So we had the 2 countries going on, and it was wonderful. And in the final this time, the 1st edition, it was all online. This time, the final was in a theatre. Great to bring everybody together, and some wonderful people from Ukraine were performing as well. It was great to get them over here and to be a part of that final. That was good. That was great. A great experience.
That's awesome. It's so great, obviously, like with involved with West to have those connections with all of them in Ukraine made so much easier.
It is indeed, yeah. So thank you so much, James.
No worries. I'll stop the recording now. Hope it's all